D'accord, aujourd'hui on est à la page 96, page 96, et on va parler des contractions avec de. So, de, if you remember from chapter 1, means of or from, and we use it a ton in French because they don't have the possessive contraction with apostrophe S. So, that means that instead of saying that is Natalie's book, they say that is the book of Natalie, which means they use of way more often in French than we do in English. But you can't just say of something. You have to say of the something because in French they always use articles, right? And of course, you need to know the gender because it will make a big difference with how you use the word de. So as we see right here, we're going to do some French math. De plus le equals du. So if you have the article, or if you have of or from, plus the article le, it's going to turn into du. So for example, le bureau du professeur est marron. The office of the professor is brown. Or not, it's not necessarily office, it's probably the desk actually. Sorry, the desk of the professor is brown. Okay? If it's de and les, if you're talking about plural articles, it's going to become des. Comment est le père des sœurs Lebrun? Because sœur is plural, we're going to have des sœurs. How is the father of the sisters? Okay? If it's before de la or a l'apostrophe, then there's no contraction, it stays the same. De la stays de la. And de l stays de l. Okay, so ils sont comment les frères de la copine de Guy? Copine is feminine, so it's de la copine. They are how, or what are they like? The brothers of the friend of Guy. Elle est comment la mère de l'ami de Charles? How is she the mother of the friend of Charles? And this is a little tricky because it's basically completely backwards from English, right? We would say, how is Charles's friend's mom, right? We would say Charles' friend's mom, or we would say Guy's friend's brothers. And but in French you have to say the brothers of the friend of Guy. And again, it's because they can't do G-U-Y apostrophe S, so it's the friend of Guy instead of Guy's friend, which just puts it all in a backwards order for us. So it's something to really get used to. And again, you have to know the gender. As I always say, make sure when you memorize new vocab, always memorize the gender so that you know if it's going to be du or de la. The nice thing is that whether it's du or whether it's masculine or feminine, if it's plural, it will always be des, D-E-S. And if it is in front of a vowel, then it will always be de l'apostrophe. So notice ami in this case is masculine, but they still do d or de with l'apostrophe. So, and just to go over one more time with the pronunciation, here we have du. You really have to kind of pucker up those lips and get a good solid U. Du, des, de la, and de whatever it is, right? De l'ami. Okay?